still heated about this situation. Hi guys, Alize back with another video, and as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be telling you guys a quick story time about what happened to me because I did a poll on Instagram asking if you guys wanted to know, and most of you said that you wanted to see the story, so here I am telling it, and I'm still low-key, high-key, pretty heated about the situation, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Takes place about a few hours ago. So let me give you some background. Basically, my friends Logan and Owen came to groom my dog because Max needs a groom and Logan knows how to groom dogs because he does it for like shows, like he grooms show dogs and stuff, right?
How do you know my dog? He's on our story, right? You're rocking those pictures of him on our story.
During that, my dad fell asleep and my brother fell asleep. So we finished grooming Max, and when we were grooming him, we were grooming him outside so that the hair like wouldn't get inside and make a mess or whatever. So we start putting things in, and you know, we kept coming in and out and putting things in, whatever. So one of the times when we were going out to grab more things, Max ran out. And Max, I don't know why, but he does this every now and then where he'll just run and like dip, like peace out, you know, like I don't know why, but he does. So he ran away, and like I said, I already know what to do because this is not a new thing, okay? Owen and Logan start freaking out, you know, they start panicking because he's running down my giant driveway, and they start panicking, and they're like start to chase him, and I'm like, no, and I'm like yelling, I'm like, no, and I'm like, guys, like don't chase him, because when you chase Max, he will run, like he will play tag with you, like he will run for his life. This boy will go everywhere. Oh my god. And they're like, what do we do? And I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, just watch him. I know what to do. So we discovered that when Max leaves, to get him to come back, you bring out Evie or another dog, any other dog, and take them for a walk, and he'll come. So I go inside, I grab a leash and collar, I go in the laundry room where we have one of my dogs, Evie, okay? So Evie is a pit bull. She's so cute. She's a blue-nosed pit bull. We've had her for years now. She's the oldest out of all of the dogs. She probably weighs over 90 pounds. She's a big girl. I put her on a collar and leash, and I start walking her out. So, even though she's like a pit bull and they're so aggressive, blah, 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 right? I weigh like 72 pounds probably, and I'm walking her no problem. She's not pulling nothing. She's just a sweet dog, okay? So, I'm walking down. And then I'm like, here, I give the leash to Owen. I'm like, here, you take Evie so that I can call Max, and like, you know, if he I can just pick him up. I give her to Owen, right? So Owen's holding her, and he's not having a problem. So I kind of see where he went, so I follow where he went, and I'm like, Max, calling his name, right? And then I hear one of my neighbors say like, oh, like he's over here, or it's over here, they're over here, something like that, right? Saying that Max was over there. So I'm like, okay, like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, Max, come on, Papas, come on. And I'm like, look, we have Evie, you know, trying to get him to see that we have Evie so he can come. So while I'm walking over there, we were outside of their house. Like, we weren't on their yard or anything. I don't even think we were where the sidewalk, like, would have been if, like, my neighbor had a sidewalk. Like, I think we would have been on the street. When I go, I see this dog, and it's a German Shepherd. It might be mixed. I recognize this dog because this dog, I always see this dog just roaming the neighborhood. It just goes anywhere it wants. Sometimes it'll go up our driveway. It'll go up and down the street when I'm going to school. Like, it'll be following the car. And this is just a normal dog that I've seen so many times. Like, multiple occasions, like countless amount of time. No collar, no leash, no tag, no rope around his neck, no nothing. No sign of having an owner, right? So, in my mind, I thought this was a stray dog. But then again, because I've seen it so many times, I was like, this can't be a stray dog. Like, it has to belong to someone because I always see it in this area, you know? So I was like, maybe they just let it roam free. It's not fair because if one of my pit bulls were to be roaming the streets, they'd threaten to shoot them. But that dog can be roaming the streets like that thing. I see that German Shepherd in their yard. And I see it coming towards us. And immediately, I got a bad feeling. Max ends up running back, and he like runs to Logan. And Max is very good with knowing when stuff's about to go down, okay? Whenever one of the dogs from our backyard, our pit bulls, gets out, he starts barking immediately. one time there was a rattlesnake and Max started freaking out. And keep in mind, the rattlesnake was outside and Max was inside and he was still freaking out. So I already had a bad feeling. Like I had a gut feeling like stuff was about to go down. Max is freaking out. That's making it even worse. So the dog starts coming towards us. And immediately I'm like, take Evie, take Evie, take Evie, take Evie, right? So before Owen could even like take Evie, like within a matter of seconds, the dog comes up to Evie and they just start going at it, right? So they are fighting. So now there is this giant pit bull and this giant German Shepherd just going at it. Keep in mind, this dog did not have a collar, a leash, a rope, nothing. Evie was on a leash and a collar, and she was not on their property, and we were not on their property, and that dog was no longer on their property either. It walked off like it always did, right? Wandering around. So it ends up coming up to us. They start going at it. And I'm like, oh, like I'm freaking out, right? And I'm like trying to get Evie, trying to pull Evie. So I'm like, you know, trying to hit them and trying to pull them and trying to push them apart, and trying to do everything to get these dogs apart. Meanwhile, the owner of the dog is standing at least 10 feet away.
Baby, 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 baby.
Why are you not doing anything? There are 3 children. We're all kids, basically. We're all kids. We're all kids trying to break apart these 2 dogs. When one of them is your dog, he's not doing anything. I swear to God, not doing anything but yelling, baby, baby, baby. Not doing anything else. Not pulling the dog, not getting a collar, not saying sorry, nothing. When their dog came up to my dog, who's on a leash and collared, right? So finally, we break them apart. And Evie is still like wild up or whatever because she's just gonna fight. And I'm like, take Evie, take Evie, take Evie. And I take, at this point, Logan had handed me Max so he could try to break them apart, right? So I'm like carrying Max. And the man starts yelling at me. This is a grown man. And he starts yelling at me. Next time, that dog, and he was referring to Evie, by the way. He's referring to Evie. And I know he was referring to Evie because he pointed at Evie.
Next time that dog comes to my yard, I'm gonna shoot it. Next time it comes to my property, I'm gonna shoot it.
And I got so mad because Evie was not in his yard. No one was in his yard. Max was in his yard for like 2 seconds, but I will admit he was in his yard, but I did not enter the yard. I didn't do anything. Like I said, I stayed off of his yard, off of his property. And when Max was on the yard, he didn't say anything. He was like, oh, look, it's over here, being all sweet and nice, right? So immediately I snapped back. I am not the one to test. I was so mad. I was so stressed out that this grown man did not do anything. I was so mad that the situation happened because this totally could have been prevented if he had his dog in a leash and collar like it was supposed to be, and if his dog stayed on his property like it's supposed to, right? So he starts yelling at me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, my dog was on a leash and collar. My dog was not on your property. My dog was nowhere near your property. Your dog went off of your property without a leash and collar. So you're the one in the wrong. Your dog is in the wrong. Your dog attacked my dog. And I'm just going off, right? And I'm like popping off, right? And I'm like yelling, and I'm like walking away, like taking Max, and I'm like yelling at the top of my lungs, and we're like yelling back and forth at each other. Finally, like we stop yelling, whatever, and I walk off. And I'm like, Logan, take Max. And like immediately, like I was just like, I'm about to black out. I already feel it. I'm about to black out. So I guess like, I don't know when. I don't know if it's because the dog hit me, because I know their dog definitely did hit me and I was trying to get them apart. But I think I like pulled a muscle and I like sprained it. Is that possible? I don't know. It hurt here, and my arm, like pulled a muscle, so I couldn't move my arm. It hurt right here. It still hurts when I touch it, but it hurts right here. And it hurts so bad, like in my chest, I cannot breathe. Like it knocked the wind out of me, right? Knocked the air out of me. I could not breathe. And I feel everything spinning, everything getting dim. I've passed out before. I know what it feels like when I'm about to pass out, right? So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh, and take Max. And they're like, what? Like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Because we were walking, and I started going to the side to sit down because it's a dirt road. So I started going to the side to sit down on this cement platform where their mailboxes are. And I'm like walking over there like super slow. And I'm like, right, like gasping, like not gasping for like trying to breathe, right, like breathing super heavily. And I sit down. They're like, what's wrong? And I'm like it hurts. Just take the dogs and get me water. Take the dogs and get me water. They're like, okay. So like they run up to my driveway. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, and after like I want to say 10 minutes, finally I'm fine. And I get up and I start walking, but I still have the pain here. And like I said, I still have the pain right now. When I press down on it not enough. Like when I press down on it, I do feel the pain still. I kind of meet them halfway, and they give me this giant cup of water, and like here. I'm like drinking. I'm like, it's okay. I'm okay. Even though like I still wasn't really okay. Like that pain was still there, but I was definitely able to walk this time because I was about to pass out.
Hello from me editing this.
That happened yesterday, and even now, today, the next day, because it's 1 and that happened yesterday, probably around 5, and it's already 1 the next day. And I still have that pain. If I press down on it, it still hurts. Yesterday, hours later, even if I wasn't pressing down on it, it hurt, and it was hard for me to breathe the entire rest of the day. So I don't know what that dog did to me, but still in pain. So we get inside, and we notice that there's blood on Owen, and I'm like oh my god. And my first thought it's a dog. Like they bit Evie, like you got it from Evie because he was the one who was more on Evie. So I'm like, oh my god, like it's Evie, like Evie's bleeding, she got hurt because that dog was locked onto Evie, right? So we start freaking out, and then like he's like, no, I think it's me. So we look, and his hand had a cut, and I took a picture of the cut, and the cut doesn't look that bad, but it was pretty deep, right? It was pretty deep, and it was bleeding a lot, like even I got his blood on me. I don't even know how, but somehow I got his blood on me. He had blood all over, like it was a lot of blood, right? So I'm like, oh my god. So immediately I take a picture, and then I'm like, oh my god, it so hurts. And they're like, are you okay? And like that hurt for a long time. And like I said, it's still sore now. And then I'm like my arm burns, and I look down, and I have just a bunch of scratches on my arm. Even right now, I still have like little baby cuts and like some scratches right here from their dog, right? And I ended up telling my dad. He was very upset that I did not wake him up. He wasn't really upset at me. He was more upset. He was upset that I didn't wake him up because that man yelled at me. Like, he was yelling at me as if I did something wrong. As if I was in the wrong when his dog was off the collar, didn't have a collar, didn't have a leash, attacked my dog, went up to my dog, left his property. So, yeah. If anything happens, if there's any updates, I'll let you guys know. I know this is the end of this. So, to be continued. Maybe. I don't know. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I love you guys so much. Make sure you follow me on all my social media. I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful, fantastic day. I love you, and...